Hey folks, it's your buddy Fatal Roadie here. Today I'm going to be listing off WWE superstars that I think should be moved in the upcoming Superstar Shakeup. I think that's what Vince McMahon called it. Hopefully, some of these get moved. Kind of mix up the roster a little bit, so we're not looking at the same stuff over and over and over and over. I'm going to start from the Raw side first, and then I'm going to move my way down over to the SmackDown side. I would say Bo Dallas. Haven't seen him on TV for a while, and he really isn't doing anything. He's not really in a program with anybody. And he's got potential. A lower mid card, I would say. I would say move him over to SmackDown and have him join his brother in the Wyatt family. Have him grow his beard out and take on with his brother Bray. Next one would probably be Rusev. I know he's out of commission. I think he's got shoulder issues. But they've been dogging him bad on Raw. I mean, he's basically become jobber for the stars. He just he's been in the same matches with the same people over and over and over again. And it's time to get him moved over. SmackDown needs a big guy, anyways, especially a heel. Maybe they might, I could probably say put him in a program with Mojo Rawley. He just won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Give him somebody big to shoot up against. These next two. I mean, it'd be interesting to see it happen, but who knows? It's all up in the air. Seth Rollins, move him over to SmackDown because he's on Raw. He's already slayed the king. He's already did his job at on Raw at WrestleMania. He got his revenge on Triple H. Get him over to SmackDown, get him in a program for the belt. Maybe see him going up against Randy Orton. I think he could have some potential over there. The second one would be Roman Reigns. I doubt it, being that he's getting so much heel heat at over on Raw. And he is he's popular over there, but it's like as a heel, and it'd be interesting to see him over on SmackDown. Plus, on top of that, you can only watch so many Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman matches before your eyes start bleeding. And believe me, they need to mix that up a little bit. They need to put him in with somebody else. Next one I would say would be Chris Jericho. Payback is coming up, which will be after the Shakeup. But I would say give him his match against KO, let him get his revenge, and move him over to SmackDown. He's a good talent. They could use someone with his his abilities there. Chances are that's probably not going to happen, because I think after Payback, he's going to be going on tour with his band Fozzy shortly after that. So I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But it'd be nice to see him over there. Next one, tag team of Enzo and Cass. SmackDown has no tag teams or any of that are any good. The past couple SmackDowns have been devoid of tag team matches. There's nobody. The Usos won the belts from American Alpha, but before then, you barely saw the American Alpha anywhere. They weren't featured on any of the shows. They weren't anywhere. It's like, does SmackDown even have a tag team division anymore? So they need to get someone else in there to help shake things up. Titus O'Neil. Since the incident with Vince McMahon, I think it was this time last year. I think he's been a jobber. Well, who's he going to lose to this week? They need to move him over and maybe get him involved in something, so he can at least get some wins under his belt. I think his record is running alongside the same as the Brooklyn Brawler, which is sad. With the female, the women's division, female wrestlers, I would probably say, and it can go. These two can go either way. Dana Brooke. She's broken loose from underneath Charlotte, and SmackDown needs some new faces in the women's division. Again, over there, it's almost not. You see the same people wrestling over and over again. Plus, the past couple of weeks, you really haven't seen much of Dana. In fact, before the match where Dana Brooke split with Charlotte, you didn't see her for a couple weeks before that, and so I mean they're not using her. So move her over to SmackDown, get her in a program with somebody. She's got potential. You got to get her to use it. You got to put her in a match in order for her to use it. But then the other side of it is Charlotte. She lost her belt. She's definitely championship material. She's a good heel. Move her to SmackDown. Mix her in with the other heels there. And once again, just like Roman Reigns, there's just too many Charlotte versus Bayley, Charlotte versus Sasha Banks. Just too many of the same matches on Raw. So they need to move that over a little bit. And maybe during this little shakeup, that'll do it. So that takes care of the Raw side of it. Now to go over to SmackDown. There aren't too many on SmackDown to move over because SmackDown doesn't have too many people to begin with, so they can't lose too many. It's already a 2-hour show. If they lose that too many others, it'd just be a 1-hour show. But if anyone's going to be moved over, the first one the first one on my list is Apollo Crews. He's not doing dick. He was in a few matches with Dolph Ziggler. But before that little program went, he wasn't doing anything. I mean, absolutely nothing. In fact, some of the other YouTube shows that I look at have said the same thing. He's got potential. He's athletic. He's got strength. He's a good wrestler. Put him, use him. It's like, oh hell, he's still employed by the WWE. Get him into Raw and throw him in with somebody. He's got potential. Use it. In the women's division, I would probably say move Becky Lynch over. She's got potential, and she's been doing the same things on SmackDown, the same people. Move her over to Raw. She's a face. She'll fit in good. And put her in a program with like Nia Jax or anybody else. Give her a shot at the championship there. Same on the women's division on the heel side. Carmella. Mix the heels up a little bit. And if you want to bring James Ellsworth over with her, go ahead. Gives Braun Strowman someone to pound up against again. I'm sure he'd love to see him. The last one for SmackDown would be Dean Ambrose. Like if they move, let's say they move Seth Rollins to SmackDown, move Dean Ambrose over to Raw. Have him drop the belt to Corbin. And move him over. It'd be cool to once again, well, with Reigns being a heel, chances are that part of the Shield reunion probably not going to happen. But he's a good wrestler. He's world champ. He's held a world title. He's currently holding the IC belt. So giving him a shot at the Universal Championship or the U.S. title wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility. But have him go up against Braun Strowman every other week. Give us a break from Roman Reigns. And then people and I'm not sure if they're going to be doing, moving people from NXT or not. But a couple people that I've thought about from there moving up. There's Bobby Roode, Asuka, because she would be a good addition to the women's division on either side. I think Bobby Roode is the NXT champion, so he's going to have to drop the belt before they move him. Authors of Pain, they are some monsters, and it'd be interesting to see them mixed up with any of the people from either just Raw or SmackDown. I was about to combine them and call them small, And then what was it? I think it was last year. He was supposed to come back, and then I think he messed his shoulder up. But Shelton Benjamin, he was an excellent wrestler back when he was active and on the active roster before, and he was supposed to come back last year. Like I said, he got hurt, but he's supposed to be, back on his feet, and I think he would be a good addition to either side as well. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what this week's Raw is going to bring, with the shakeup. What basically is going to be another draft. They're going to move people around. But yeah, hopefully I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? That's what this video is about. Predictions. See what can be, what could be. If you agree with what I picked, let me know. If you got somebody that you think they should move from SmackDown to Raw, or Raw to SmackDown, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. And come Monday, we'll go over our notes and see who's right, see who's wrong. Who knows? If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Whenever I post a new video, I'll let you know. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Send me a message. Let me know what you think. And I'll see you on the next shot. Federal, you signing off. If it's too loud, you're too old. See ya.